You gotta watch this video before you go to Universal Studios Japan? Want to know how to score cheap tickets and save time in lines for free at Universal Studios Osaka? Wondering how to check the crowd forecasts? Curious about the must? Try facilities in the Mario and Harry Potter parks. Interested in getting a fast pass at Universal Studios Osaka? Need info on how to get there? This video spills all the beans about the small steps in Universal Studios Japan. Let's get started. Before you buy tickets to Universal Studios, you gotta do these 4 things. Download the UJ app. Figure out which attraction you want to hit up, pick the date you want to go, buy entry tickets and Fast Pass online at least 2 months in advance. Universal Studios Osaka has this floating system for entry tickets, and they come in 5 prices, depending on the peak season. Complicated tickets will totally put off many beginners, so we made a super simple table and embedded in our free travel plan. Various prices would be shown with different colors or letters. You can check out their official website or Klook to see how much it'll cost for the date you're planning to go. Hey, make sure you check the crowd forecast for Universal Studios. You can find the crowd forecast for Universal Studios Japan on these websites. Even though it's in Japanese, you can still easily read the dates and predictions. Here's the reference key. If the date you plan to go to UJ is marked in orange, red, brown, or black, you better grab a fast pass. Otherwise, you might end up spending your day waiting in lines instead of having fun on the rides and in the park. Sometimes you can reference 2 different forecast websites like this one, where the reference key is based on waiting time. So for any date marked as C, D, and E, you should buy a fast pass. If it shows F or S, then you better choose another date. You can find the links to these websites in my travel plan. The second thing to check for crowd predictions is the opening hours and price from their official website. OSJ usually opens from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But if you notice, they changed the opening time to 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., that means it's going to be a busy day, and the same goes for the ticket price. So if you see that the date you want to go has longer opening hours or higher prices than usual, you should either get the fast pass or pick another day. Here's the third tip to dodge the crowd in Japan. Make sure to check for holidays, not just public ones, but also school breaks. We checked the date we went to the UJ, and it wasn't a public holiday, but it was the school holiday. As a result, we had to wait in line for Despicable Me Minion Mayhem for a whopping 2 hours because the fast pass package for this ride was sold out when we tried to get it. We got some websites with all the info you need on public and school holidays in Japan, and they're right there in our travel plan to help you plan your trip easily. When you're getting your Universal Studios admission tickets, don't forget to grab the Fast Pass too. Fast Pass tickets don't come separately, so you gotta buy them together. Now, let's talk about the various types of Fast Pass, also known as Universal Express Pass. We only talk about the regular Fast Passes, and they usually have Fast Passes for the seasonal, limited facilities. You just need to check their official website or Klook. The mix of all the Fast Passes is pretty diverse, so we'll break it down into these tables, making sure everyone gets theirs within a minute. First things first, Universal Express Pass 4 is the way to go. It's the most recommended and offers super value and fun. They have 4 regular types: Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, The Flying Dinosaur, Fun Ride, and Variety Choice. Next up is the Universal Express Pass 7. It's the second most popular one. It includes a bunch of rides, but gotta admit, it's pretty pricey. They also have 4 regular types: The Flying Dinosaur Series, Jurassic Park, Backdrop, Spider-Man, Limited Variety, and Sing on Tour Doraemon X-Ride. It's totally normal to wait in line for 1 to 2 hours for the popular stuff. If you're visiting during the peak season, I'd highly recommend getting Fast Pass. It'd be such a waste of money not to play any ride and enjoy yourself. All these tables are embedded in our travel plan. Another ticket you need to know is Area Time Entry Ticket. Some cool areas like Harry Potter Park and Super Nintendo World have crowd control, so UJ entry ticket holders need to get an area timed entry ticket through their app or in the central park of Universal Studios. This ticket gives you a specific time range to enter Harry Potter Park, for example. And if you don't get one of these tickets, you won't be able to enter those areas if it's too packed. So be prepared and plan ahead. Alright, listen up. We're going to show you how to reduce wait times at Universal Studios rides without breaking the bank. First tip is single ride. On some rides, they have this separate queue for single visitor. But wait, being a single person here doesn't mean you're a bachelor or something. It means you can totally hop on the ride with a random stranger. Sometimes 3 people come together, but the ride only has 2 seats, so one of them has to sit alone with other people they don't know. That's why they have this separate line for the single seat. If you're going solo or don't mind riding separately from your buddies, there's going to be a special lane just for you. Another tip is to get into the park early without buying the early entry ticket. You just hang out at the Universal Studios entrance an hour before they officially open the gates. If you're lucky, they might let you in 30 minutes earlier, and then you can sprint to your favorite ride and jump right in without waiting in any lines. There are lots of other videos suggesting the same thing for those who don't want to buy a fast pass, so there might be tons of people running with you. You gotta know the direction well and run as fast as you can. Let's check out what are the must play and must see highlights in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Check out the two coolest rides, Harry Potter's Forbidden Journey, a mind-blowing forward experience which we think is the absolute best ride in the whole park. The other one is Eagle Horse's Flight, a kiddie version of a roller coaster. You can't miss some must. Visit stores like Owl Post and Owlery, Ollivander's Wand and Hogsmeade and Honeydukes for yummy treats like Patty Whole Bean and Chocolate Frogs. And don't forget to catch these epic movie scenes. Hogwarts Express and Flying Forward Anglia. The Super Nintendo World is insanely exciting. Like, no joke. It's like stepping into a real-life Mario game, where you can totally dive into the fantasy world in, like, seconds. You gotta check out these two awesome rides. First up, there's Mario Kart, Koopa's Challenge, a super cool VAR ride with special effects. And then there's Yoshi's Adventure, which is like a fun amusement park car ride. Just chill and check out the awesome Mario world from up high. Don't miss them. Guests can totally interact with lots of cool stuff in the park using these magnetic bracelets called power-up bands. You wear them, and as you go through the interactive attractions, you can earn points. Plus, these bands keep track of your progress in the park and let you collect stamps by doing cool things like hitting those power-up blocks scattered all over the Nintendo World area. There are 6 different Mario-themed designs for the bands, and each one costs around 3,800 yen. So you can pick your favorite and have a blast. Getting to Universal Studios Osaka is super easy. If you're on the JAR, just hop on the Osaka Loop Line to Nishikujo Station and switch to the JR Yumasaki Line, then get off at Universal City Station. If you're taking the Hanshin train, you can get off at Nishikujo Station on the Hanshin Namba Line, then transfer to the JR Yumasaki Line, and finally get off at Universal City Station. Since you're gonna spend the entire day at Universal Studios Japan, we wouldn't suggest using a discounted travel pass on the day you go to Ushie. Just buy tickets at the train station. That's the way to go. But if you want to know more about travel passes that let you roam around Osaka without spending much, make sure to check out these videos. Thanks for coming along on this adventure, and catch you in the next video.